Hello guys, and welcome back to another educational video. So today I want to talk about why you fail when you're dieting, why you're constantly feeling hungry, okay? And we have all been there. We've all started a diet with the greatest intentions, motivated, ready to go, ready to smash it, and then all of a sudden we start to struggle. And you find yourself by 3 p.m. already thinking about your next meal. At 8 p.m. you're rummaging through the cupboards, looking for what you can binge on and what you can snack on. And then you're starting to blame yourself. Oh, I have no willpower, I'm so weak, this isn't made for me. And that's really not the truth. The truth is that your body's trying to tell you something. Your body's either not ready to diet or there's something deeper going on. So I'm going to cover kind of why you might feel this hunger and how to actually lose body fat without being starving the whole time. So first of all, let's strip it back. Your body does not care about having abs, okay? Your body cares about surviving. Your body cares about being healthy. So as soon as you start reducing your calories, your body doesn't think, oh, amazing, I'm about to have abs. It starts to think that, oh, food is starting to become a bit scarce. So what it'll do is it'll just start fighting back. It will increase your hunger hormones and it will start to decrease your fullness hormones, so your ghrelin and your leptin. You'll start thinking about food more, you'll have lower energy, you'll probably naturally move less throughout the day, and then your body starts to adapt. Remember when I've said before, metabolic adaptation in my other videos. So it's not that your body's fighting against you, it's actually doing what it is designed to do, and that's to protect you. And the problem is what most people do is they diet too aggressively and eating 1,200 calories, 1,000 calories, one meal a day because they're so desperate to get that weight off, when in reality, that is making things worse. So mistake number one is your diet being too aggressive, and I see this time and time again for people. So what they'll do is say your maintenance is 2,200, okay? And for most women these days, it is. They will go straight to 1,200. That's 1,000 calorie drop. That's literally halving what you are eating, which is insane. And yes, you might lose weight quickly in the first few weeks, but you'll be absolutely starving, you'll be wrecked, you'll have no energy in the gym, your sleep is going to suffer, you're probably going to lose your cycle, and you're going to be a moody bitch. And you know, like when you're that hungry, you start just dreaming about food. So eventually your body actually wins, you don't. So why are we fighting against it? And this is what I tell my clients. Fat loss needs to be sustainable. If you do it a little bit slower and take your time with it, you're going to be healthier, you're going to be able to maintain the results, and you're not going to rebound. Because the fastest diet isn't the one that you are always going to maintain. If anything, it's the one that keeps you yo-yo dieting. Now, the second thing is the foods that you are eating. So if you are eating cereal, salads, toast for every meal, that's not going to help you, okay? You are missing protein. Protein is actually one of the most filling macronutrients that there is. It keeps you fuller for longer, it stabilizes your blood sugar, and it helps you to lose body fat whilst maintaining muscle. So you want to aim to include protein with every meal. So meats, chicken, beef, turkey, you can have fish, cod, salmon, tuna, you can have yogurts, you can have tofu, they are your main protein sources. Eggs as well, great things. Protein powder, if you have to add it in, for sure, supplement it, but don't have it for every meal. And most women that I do work with, they instantly feel less snacky when we introduce protein into every single meal. The third thing that I see is people eating low volume food. And this is a pro tip for anyone that is dieting. So low volume food would be such thing as rice, whereas potato would be a high volume food. So what that means is for the same amount of carbs of rice and potato, there would be a lot more volume of potato in comparison to the rice. But also we can compare this to, you can go get a protein bar, which is 250, 300 calories, right? It's only small. Or you can have chicken, potato, veg meal for the same calories, and it would be much bigger. So volume foods are really important to focus on. The next thing is meal timings. And again, this is something that people just forget, and it is really important. And it catches so many people out, because how many of you can admittedly say, either you do this now or you've done this in the past, that you skip breakfast and you just have a coffee and then you'll have a small lunch and then a chocolate bar or a protein bar and another coffee, and you're thinking, oh, I'll save my calories for later, but then 8 p.m. comes and you do your dinner, you have your dinner and you're still starving. You're like, oh my God, I can eat my dinner 3 times over. Well, yeah, naturally that's going to happen because you have starved yourself all day. And this is when people start binging. So actually saving your calories for later, I'm all for it, if you're having a meal out, anything like that, but not a full day's worth of calories. because that is when you lose your self-control completely. So try spreading your meals out evenly throughout the day. This will help with you feeling full, with you feeling satisfied, with your blood sugars being stable. So I always say eat every 3-4 hours, don't leave a bigger gap. And actually another thing in terms of digestion, if you leave a 5-6 hour gap where you don't eat, you'll more than likely find that you are more bloated. Which doesn't make sense, but it happens, trust me. Now, another thing is stress and sleep. Again, it sounds so simple, but so many people do not do it. Sleep is super important. If you're not having enough sleep, your hunger hormone, which is your ghrelin, increases naturally. So you will find that if you have a terrible night's sleep, you feel more snackish, you're more hungry, and you want to raid the fridge. Now, stress is the same, and it works very similarly to poor sleep, because what happens is when you are stressed, cortisol increases cravings for highly processed food for quick energy. So that is why you will feel, a lot of people do feel more snacky and like bingey emotional eating when they're stressed. Some people lose their appetite, but most people just want to eat rubbish food. So if you're constantly working long hours, you're working night shifts, day shifts, you're getting barely any sleep, you're constantly stressed, what are you expecting? And this happens with my clients all the time. I have a group of ladies who every single week I tell the same thing. Nothing below 7 hours sleep. Your body isn't responding and fat isn't going to move because you're going to be inflamed, you're going to be watery, and your body's holding on to it because it's stressed, it's in fight or flight. So sleep is one of the most important things, as well as stress, that you need to fix before even thinking about dieting and going into a calorie deficit. So how do we fix it? First of all, protein with every single meal, okay? Include high volume foods, so potato, sweet potato, vegetables that are low in calories. Structure your meal timings throughout the day evenly so that you are getting those meals in. Don't starve yourself all day, okay? If you're somebody that forgets to eat, set reminders on your phone. Like, I don't understand how anyone can forget to eat, but set reminders. And make sure you're getting adequate sleep and work on reducing your stress through, journaling, breath work, meditation, getting outside more, doing things for yourself. And at last, the most important thing from this video to take away is you don't have to be starving to lose body fat. I've just finished a dieting phase. I definitely wasn't starving. I wasn't eating below 1,500 calories. And just for context, I'm 162 centimeters and I weigh 58 kilos. I did not slash my calories to 1,200. I did not slash my calories to 1,000, okay? I was able to eat more, and this is where most people go wrong. So if you feel like this is you and you're struggling, and sometimes we just need a little bit of accountability, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at donblonska, or my coaching page. As well, the website is herhealthcoaching.co, and you can find all the information there. Just drop me a message on Instagram and I'm more than happy to help you where it needs to be. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you next week.